Almost 2 years ago, we left it all behind for a chance at the sailing adventure of a lifetime.
It has not been smooth sailing since then, but together we are learning and laughing our way through.
Our hope is that if we laugh long enough, we can make our merry way around the world.
And this
is a Millennial Falcon.
Moment of truth. See if some clever person might have locked the boat up after they stole things. Oh no, likely.
I feel good.
Alright, I feel pretty good.
A little bit of like, just general stuff, but nothing sinister. Oh, it's so nice to be back though. I'm gonna take the bow line.
Oh, I don't know which boat. I don't know which key opens my boat. Oh, okay. Oh my god, there's actual cobwebs going from the solar panels to the chair. I can see them from up here.
How bad's the smell?
It smells old. It smells like
Smells like old boat? Okay, that's as long as it doesn't smell like death. Oh, it's weird to be moving again. Whoa.
Oh, so weird. And here comes seasickness. No.
Okay, let's go.
Should I go down first? I don't really like spiders.
Alright, I'll go down first.
Alright. Yeah.
Alright, engine's still here. Lighting is still here. Oh, it feels crazy. It's like I'm coming back for the first time. What's the state of the battery? Battery is full as predicted. Oh, hello, beautiful. Did you miss your dad?
Oh my god.
Did you miss your dad?
Oh, it smells like old things.
Yep, it does.
Really old things.
Can confirm the anchor locker is the gas lock is definitely going to be full of
water.
water. Seems a bit smaller than I remember.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Maybe
Yep.
a little. Oh, there's a lot of stuff around though.
Mess left everywhere when we left it.
Build is, yeah, pretty good.
Oh, what is that mad rusting coming from? Oh, it's not rusting.
Not rust, but
It's just really grotty water
yeah.
from the stuffing box, which is good. That means stuffing box works.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no, it's not. It's coming from the. It's not from there. It's from the water in the gas locker.
How's the engine looking?
Uh,
Just as rusty as when we left it?
yeah. Yeah. Nothing unexpected. Nothing sinister. Nothing that's not just come from lack of use.
Oh, okay, so it's really good. Oh my god, thank god for that. I was very, very worried. I was indeed. This is actually the second time in the last week where we've been worried about something and then it's actually come to the situation and we realised that we shouldn't have worried at all in the slightest. So just goes to show, guys, don't stress about something. You just don't know what might happen in the end. Oh no, that's the start of what our old dinghy was started doing.
Maybe. Yeah. It's like blistering. Hopefully it'll go down once it dries out.
Sounds really stupid. It's I can feel the waves so acutely. Like it's really not moving around too much, and I can feel the
It
waves.
feels very different. It feels rolly.
Yeah, it does. Like there are no waves going on. It's crazy. Like there's hardly anything, and I'm like, oh, it's so much movement. Oh my god.
We're back.
We're back. Let's go see if the dinghy starts now.
That's right.
First time. No way.
Oh no.
Oh no. Just need to burn away the gunk.
Yeah.
We'll go take the owner's boat back now. So we're just going around and putting everything back into place that we took out before we left. Ads is putting all of the gas bottles away upstairs. We took them out. He's also putting our solar panels back on. And what else is he doing? Oh, I think we're just airing a few things out as well. Meanwhile, I'm downstairs and I'm getting our bed back together. I'm airing a few things out. We'll probably get the suitcases down here as well. Somehow I've discovered that this was off for a while. This no longer fits.
So we're gonna have to do a little bit of sanding before we can use that, because at the moment our door won't open to the bathroom. So unfortunately I think sanding is in our very, very near future. Ads, I found noodles!
Oh yeah.
We're saved! 4 AM in the morning. What have you just found?
Not bad. Not much food on board, and we're both up with jet lag at like 2 AM. We've been up all night, but we're quite hungry while we unpack. I just found 2 nut bars. I'm like, oh, breakfast.
Why haven't we gone to the shops?
Well, we came in on a Sunday, and everything was closed, and then we got out here last night. Obviously, everything's still closed, and we've been up all night, and still probably 3 hours before shops open up. So yeah, no food. There is food on board. It's just like lentils and pork. Not the most iconic breakfast material.
I'm waiting for Adam.
It's a bit soft. Dingy.
Where are we going?
To find some food.
Alright, do you want to untie us? Newbie all over again. Alright, so we're going to go and get some food this morning. It's about 7:30. Just been hanging around, still unpacking, waiting for the shops to open. We're going to go on a little bit of a walk, and then later on when we get back, we're going to go around to the next bay over. What was your fantasy this morning?
Ah, French toast with bacon and maple syrup and an obnoxiously large coffee.
Why? Are you still
I'm hungry, that's why.
I also think he's still in convenience mode, I'm going to say, maybe.
Definitely.
There are cafes in Australia that sell that.
Well, I would. If we had flour and water, I would have made pancakes this morning.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
a pretty close second, but there is just nothing on the boat.
Absolutely nothing. Usually my go-to when we have no food on the boat is to make dough, like pizza dough, because I will always have flour and I will always have yeast. So I'll always make some form of a pizza, even if there's no eggs to make pancakes. It'll always be something like that. But today we have nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Get some eggs and then we can do pancakes.
Yay!
And coffee.
Okay,
And I can actually function.
we've got some bread too.
So we check transmission fluid, check the oil, check the cooling water, freshwater cooling fluid, seawater cooling fluid, sea cock is open, sea strain is clean, should be sweet. So, see if she starts. Before we start, Kiara, last season, I don't know if we spoke about this, but our kill switch at the dashboard is busted, so we have to go downstairs to the solenoid to kill the engine. So, Kiara, if you're
Get ready.
you're in the door, so if I say stop, 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 you know where to go. Yeah?
Cool.
That's good. Excellent. Alright, see if we got water coming out the back. Got water coming out the back.
Ew! Wow, it starts. 2 months.
So we got a little bit of graunchiness when we go into forward and neutral and then reverse neutral. It's just like a clonk, clonk, clonk. But when we looked out the back after doing it, there was all the shell and filthy water. So I think we're grinding up some growth. So I may have to get in the water and clean it. But right now I'm just sort of easing my way through it, smashing it all up. That's why we're going, bro. I guess, yeah, see, look at all that.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's a load of growth. A load of growth. When you go for a swim, Ed, when you go for a swim, check it out.
It's like we don't have to.
Oh, really? It's like an early morning swim might be in the future.
We'll run the engine up to 10. Make sure it gets up to pressure, and it's up to pressure, but we'll get the temp up. See the alternator controller gets stabilizes, and then yeah, hopefully the weather warms up a little bit by then.
Ads is also subtly trying to cover up the fact that his shaver ran out halfway, and he first of all just did like a big thing going up like that to take all this off, and his shaver shortly ran out, so he's got like half a bit of hair missing here and the rest of it's still furry.
When I say, just pop it into forward.
Yep, alright.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely spinning, so I think it's just covered in grub.
Yeah.
It's pretty dirty. I'm not surprised we were not getting like propeller activity. Like you know how propellers have curved blades?
Yeah.
Like it was caked up so much that there's no shape, so it's just like three.
What?
So I chiseled the, it's like big.
Oh my god.
Came off pretty easy. Uh-oh. That's gonna hurt. Came off pretty easy, but yeah, and all around like where the cutlass bearing was and stuff. It's still gummed up down there, but at least now the propeller should be symmetrical and propeller shaped.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it comes off pretty easy though. Like the all the grub and stuff on there actually comes off really easy. So should
good.
be easy clean.
All right. So first swim of the season.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to turn it back over again and we'll see if we've made an improvement?
Sounds good.
If I have to get back in.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I felt this first.
Yep. So Ads is just taking off the chain that we used to tie ourselves to the mooring ball, to chain ourselves to the mooring ball. We've had pretty bad luck with our mooring lines breaking, so we didn't want the mooring line to break while we were away, so we chained ourselves to it. Okay, Ads is just untying us from the mooring ball and then we're off. Okay, we can turn. It's good. We're going forward. That's also good. Because there was a shallow patch behind us, so that was always a concern. Alright, we're off the mooring ball. We're all good.
We are mobile. Gotta go that way.
That was a hint. Stop filming and steer the bloody boat. Whoops.
My sea legs back. It's a little bit wobbly. My first half a foot wave and I'm falling over.
This is Ad's half.
This is what happens when your razor runs out in the second stroke of trying to shave. It was like So this morning's job, it's not really a job. This morning
stop it.
What?
I'm actually like spitting stuff out. Stop it.
Kiara doesn't want you to see her dental hygiene regime.
Okay, now you can start.
Yeah? I'm going to keep that in for sure. This morning's job is to go and get some outboard fuel because we're running on the smell of an oily rag. We're also going to go get some bug bombs and bug spray from Ace Hardware down the way. Oh, welcome to the party. What else are we going to do? We have to get some Wi-Fi because the SIM card that we have been using previously is sort of on the fritz for a story that is way too long to go into. And we need to get our hard drives, track our hard drives, which we left plugged into the computer at home and are not with us, which is probably why you're wondering where your videos are. And they're a couple of weeks behind because all the footage is in transit somewhere between here and Australia. So we're in St George's. Yesterday we moved around from Whisper Cove Marina where the boat was put to bed, and we're now in St George's? No, we're in Prickly Bay, which is a nice little bay on the south side of the island. It's right near a chandlery and a couple of other things. We'll probably stay a day or two here and
I think so.
Tie up loose ends and
like a glove. No molesting.
It's like a gas tank, actually.
Adam teased me about the trolley. Now look at it. He's all happy. So we've arrived on land and it's rush hour right now. Which means that every single horn on every single bus is going off its tits.
Well, they're hanging out the window. You going to St George? You going to?
No. And they're seeing us carry something and they're like, well, obviously they're going to want a bus. Anyway, we just need to get to the end of the street. On to the second stop. Ace Hardware. Do we need? What don't we need? That is the better question. Alright, where is Red Locker Blue?
I think it's back there. I saw it.
Did it?
Is that Loctite? That's the same deal.
Loctite. No, it's just a brand Loctite.
Yeah, I know. It's the same as Thread Locker Blue.
Super glue?
No, it would be near that though.
Maybe turn the camera off. This could be a while. Okay, so we've just come out of a hardware shop and we're going to take the petrol back to the dinghy so that we have some room for then finally doing some food shopping.
Finally, I'm starving. I had breakfast at 4:30. It's now 9 o'clock and I'm ready for lunch.
Yeah. So I've just gotten back to the boat and I thought we'd, can't remember if I said why we are doing lots of boat work. It's because Adam's sister and her husband are coming to stay with us. They're doing a bit of a gap year, an adult gap year around the world, and they've just left a few months ago. And so they're going to come visit us as one of their first stops when they're here.
Following in her brother's footsteps.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
In a much more sensible fashion, there's no boats involved.
Yeah. And so they're coming at the end of this month here, so we have, and they're arriving in this, in Grenada. So we have about a month to kill, maybe, a little less than a month to kind of kill some time, and we thought that we'll try and make the place look really awesome, get the boat in awesome conditions, that there are no hiccups for when they're both here, and kind of want to really show them a good time when we're here, when they're here. A few of the jobs that we do need to do in terms of boat work are, we will get our boat hauled out, and that's to get our Brunton's auto prop put on. So we're going to get our propeller put on properly. We put it on in the water and it didn't really sound so good, so we need to take the boat out of the water and install it properly, and that will take a couple of days to do that. And while we're out of the water, we'll also just repaint the hull as well, because it's getting a little bit hairy. From then we'll also probably just do a few more cosmetic things, as well as just getting our engine like rickety-tick, getting most of the rust off, and...
Oh, deck lockers. We want to build some lockers.
Oh yeah, and possibly build some deck lockers. So
up where the Jesus bars go, so that'll be
yeah,
some fiberglassing fun, which
yeah,
I haven't done in a while.
Exactly, yeah. So we're looking to do them. If they're successful, we will show everyone how we did them. If they're not,
if it's successful,
then we'll just ignore the fact that we wanted to do
why
that.
it wasn't successful.
Exactly. 10 weeks away from the boat had more of an effect on us than we thought, and the first 1 to 2 days we planned to stay soon turned into a week, as we found ourselves itching to fix, polish, varnish, seal and paint everything we could get our hands on before we got hauled out. We're trying to get hose onto the end of the shower drain. Let's see if the table falls down on you.
I'm kidding, it didn't fall on me. I'm revitalising the rear toilet because we have company coming in a couple of weeks and I'm not going to have a chance to do it before once we're in the yard. So now I'm just tidying up the bathroom for a couple of days of stress testing.
So nicely put.
That's a bit evocative.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Yes!
Hi everyone,
Today we thought we'd do a bit of a Q&A with you. We don't always have time to go through some of the questions, and if we do have some awesome questions, there's not always the right forum, I guess, for like writing all the answers down. So we thought today we'd address a few of the questions that we've received recently. I have put a timer on here for 3 minutes to answer all the questions. I've had to cull this timer back from about 10 minutes for Adam's
There was some fierce
chattering on.
negotiation about how long we should be allowed to have to answer the questions.
So I've got 3 minutes on the clock and we're going to go through our questions from the last episode.
All right.
And go.
Let's not waste a moment. All right, Andy C. How come you don't use cloud storage instead of physical hard drive disks? Must be X times more resilient to failure too. Thank you for the comment, mate. Basically, it all comes back to cell data. Once it goes up in the cloud, obviously you need data to get it back, and you got to send it up to the cloud in the first place. So that upload and download, we have a pretty good plan at the moment where we have 50 gigs a month. Yeah, 50 gigs a month, and that is entirely consumed just releasing the content we release now, and obviously we want to release as much quality stuff as we can. If we were to start having to upload and download just raw footage, which is hundreds of gigabytes per episode, it would just be ridiculously expensive and possibly just wouldn't work in some places, which is why we don't use the cloud. Hard drives, whilst yes they are open. Yeah, move next question. Thank you. The Dizzo, enjoy your socialist cup of tea.
I'm going to follow on to this and say,
follow on question.
In another one, I wonder if you're aware that your cup of tea has a portrait of Che Guevara, a known murderer. Yeah, Adam.
Thank you, Dizzy and Andreas. We honestly didn't know that. That was my first cup, and therefore was pretty dizzy-headed. I literally just picked up 2 cups and was like, this would be a nice way to start the morning. So I just had the GoPro in my mouth and was making the coffee, and then started the vlog walking in there, and literally until these comments started pouring in about the cup, I had no idea. So we apologise for that. Poor choice of cup. A little bit of a faux pas there, but it's certainly not a communist resurgence going on or any kind of subliminal messaging. Yeah.
All right. Okay, where did you guys pick up that mooring ball at, and what was the cost? We picked it up at Whisper Cove Marina, and it's on the south coast of Grenada, and it was $10 a night, which is actually not too bad. All right, we have a minute 13 left on the clock.
Gutted you, Sean say it. Gutted you guys didn't do any Trimbo. What's that mean? In
Crimbo.
Australia.
Christmas, Crimbo.
Oh, Crimbo in Australia episode. Did you ever find out whose boat got broken into? We didn't find out whose boat it was. We just heard tales that a water maker was sort of removed from the boat in the yard and went walkabout, which was a bit of a concern for us. We were suddenly worried about our choice of bay. Turns out, everything was fine. The bay itself is absolutely fine. It's no comment. You should definitely still go there. It was just a problem in the yard. As for the episode in Australia, we did do a little bit of an adventure. I won't give it away, but it was on the hard drive that got left at home, which is now back with us. And so you should see that in the next couple of weeks.
Yes. All right. Today, for the first time in my life, I heard the phrase long sleeve pants. Welcome back.
Could somebody thank you for the comment, Mick D. Could somebody timestamp that and just pin it on one of us?
We don't know who said it.
That sounds like a little Kiara-ism, if you ask me.
It might be me.
But
the fact that we both don't know who said it means that we're equally as retarded with our
Neither of us
speech.
had slept in 3 days, so we could have said anything about that one. How long were you away from the boat? And we plan to cruise there. Wonder what's this overtime. We're going into overtime.
No.
How long we started the question. How long in time were you away from the boat? We planned to cruise here and wondered what is the standard time people feel safe leaving their boat in the mooring. Do you have any security concerns? Thanks, great to see you. Charles Reese, thank you for the question, mate. We left it for 8 to 10 weeks. 10 weeks.
Yeah.
The initial plan was 6.
Yep.
And we felt comfortable with that given the location, the quality of the mooring ball, and the fact that it was 50 feet off the edge of the dock, and the guys at the marina very generously offered to check in on the boat. We also chained it to the mooring line and put about 10 mooring lines on it. Yep. So we were pretty safe with that. I was comfortable up to 6 weeks. However, having had a positive report from the guys at the marina that everything was sweet, we were comfortable to extend. So it really comes back to your budget and your appetite. If we could have afforded to haul out, given how long we were away in the end, I probably would have done that.
Yeah,
but
that would be our preference.
We have a haul out scheduled shortly, and I wanted to reserve those funds for a haul out that we're going to do some work on. So we opted to do to keep her in the water.
All right, that's all. well before you start getting into more
Almost 3
questions.
minutes. I think we should. Let us
No.
know down below if you if you have any more questions for next time, because this is kind of fun. And 2, if you think we should have more time on the clock. More time.
Or is
more
this perfect
time,
amount
more
of time? Because
more
we've summarised a lot of all the subjects here and now. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and for listening to us prattle on.
And thank you for your comments, past, present, and future.
Yep.
Thank you for your thumbs up and thumbs down. Thank you for subscribing. Please consider doing so if you haven't already.
Yes.
Keep your questions coming. This is really fun.
We'll see you next
We'll
week.
see you next week.